I've been having lately. Don't worry. It won't keep up. I will go right back to being on my awful schedule soon enough. But last time we did a lot of exploration. We got a lot of treasure. We got the Magnum. Let's see. We definitely made our arsenal a lot larger. But now we have to start making our way towards Heisenberg's factory. We will not be doing the factory today, or at least in this video. But we're going to go towards Heisenberg's factory. By the way, if you haven't shot this birdcage down yet, it's got some rusted scrap in there. So, if you need to make ammo, always pick up the little pieces like rusted scrap, gunpowder, that kind of stuff. It will help in the long run. You always want to come down here, because usually there's a goat of warding here, but I've already destroyed it in an earlier playthrough. There's going to be a little piggy around here. We must hunt him for his valuable meat. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, wow, yeah, this is going to be kind of a problem, isn't it? Uh-oh. Alrighty then, so, well, let's see what we can accomplish in here. I don't think I hit him with that. I do think it got stuck in that little crevice. I'm gonna use landmines to do most of the work with fighting him. Ah, I didn't get out of the way in time. And he's down. Whenever you find those guys, try to kill them because they give you incredibly valuable treasure. Super worth it. Now this little, I guess, meat processing plant is really good right before Heisenberg's factory because it gives you a ton of resources. Yes, you gotta fight the big guy to get at them, but one of the best things about this place is that if you're lacking any meat or poultry, anything that you need for cooking with the Duke, here's a good place to get whatever you missed while hunting. Now, as we've seen in previous videos, I was able to hunt and get all the ingredients I needed. But just in case you missed anything, you could grab it here. This guy basically hints that Spencer was in this village at some point. That becomes confirmed later on, so I mean that note there kind of doesn't really do anything for us. Yeah, I'll grab that a little later. And by a little later, I mean right now. Enemies always come at you after you get out of this door. So, if you only need to pick up one or two more things, it's very easy to use up some ammo and just clear some room in your inventory. Now, before we go to the rest of this little adventure, I'm definitely going to need some inventory space. I wish I could upgrade the capacity on my sniper rifle. That would be super convenient. If only I could upgrade the capacity on my sniper rifle, I would be so happy.
Seeking something in particular?
So right now we just got another 52,000 just because we're selling the treasure. You know what, before I do anything else, let's just sell that stuff for now. And just to show everyone, we've gotten all the food we can make, and you can't like recook, because I can just imagine that being insanely broken. Like you just keep recooking everything to make Ethan just super overpowered. So now we could sell the poultry, the fish, the meat, and you could sell them for a pretty decent amount of money, which is always nice.
A good deal, if I say so myself.
Now we're going to make our way to not the factory. Actually, let me see one thing. Alright. I did everything else I needed to. You might also recognize these little things as the carts that you pushed in Moreau's territory. Alright, yeah, I couldn't really upgrade anything with that. I'm going to make an executive decision right now. Discard a stack of sniper ammo, so I could justify reloading the sniper rifle. Yeah, I got rid of 2 extra rounds, whatever. It is what it is. That's one thing about sniping in this game that I like a lot more than sniping in other Resident Evil games, is that you could get that part for your sniper rifle that greatly decreases the sway. So, God, I really hope Capcom keeps putting in like the nice quality of life features it put into this game. So, actually, while we're here, this is a good opportunity. If you haven't gotten the achievement Lightning Reflexes, I think it is. Let me see where it is. Here it is. Fast Reflexes. Knocking a flaming arrow out of the sky with a close combat weapon in the story. If you haven't gotten that achievement yet, the best thing to do is make sure, first off, you have a bunch of healing items just in case you get hit. But then stand in this area where there's two archers and just spam the knife. Eventually, it'll hit an arrow and you'll get the achievement. I got it doing it that way. I tried to get it at the beginning of the game. Where is it? Fast Reflexes, right? Yeah, here it is. I got it while, you know, sticking around this area, swiping at arrows. The reason why I like... See? I hit one there. The reason why I like doing it here is because you get cover. This game just wants me to look like an idiot, I swear. I'm trying to say, oh yeah, I like getting this achievement here, because you can take cover behind the rocks and not get hit, and as soon as I was saying that, I got hit by the stupid arrow. Thanks, Resident Evil 8, for making me look like a dope. Really appreciate it, buddy. I'm sitting here all, like, upset. That was... I couldn't have timed that better. This section's kind of fun. You get to fight some of the orcs from Lord of the Rings. In a way, this game is a better version of Resident Evil 4. I actually had a theory at one point that this game might actually be the remake for Resident Evil 4. Because you're going around some European village. There's a cult involved. The enemies you fight can use weapons. I have plenty of shotgun ammo. I might as well just start using it. But one of the things I really like about this game and why I think it's an upgraded version of Resident Evil 4 is because... So, the people who are werewolves, you know, you read the reports how they used to be villagers. And obviously, you know, oh, they got infected by the Kadu, or the Kado, whatever the mold parasite thing is. So they're people infected by a parasite, and they transform into monsters, but ones who are compatible transform into, like, special individuals, like the Big Cheese from Resident Evil 4, Mendez, or Salazar. They show a lot more autonomy than, like, the basic enemies. Or the Ganados, I should say. And here you have, like, the werewolf-lichen enemies who just appear to be, you know, they're like the basic form of what happens when you get infected with the Kado parasite mold thing. whereas Lady Dimitrescu, Donna Beneviento, Lord Moreau, and Heisenberg are all like the special version of the infected. And where that ties in is, or why I'd like to say that 8 is the better version, is because when you're running around in... There we are. I thought that was... there was a treasure. Good. When you're running around in 8, and you're fighting, like, the Lycans. Now, the Ganado you fought... Yeah, they start off just using, like, sickles and, like, throwing axes, and that was cool. Because it's like, alright, these enemies can use basic tools and weapons to fight you. But then they're like, using guns and everything, and that just seemed ridiculous. Here, the Lycans never really use guns or anything. It feels like because of... Alright, that was bad. It feels like because the mold could do parasite thing, like, it feels like that makes them stronger. And as a result, they're able to use weapons a lot more effectively than an average person could, thus making them a very big threat. I better heal. But you never really see the Lycans using, like, guns or anything like that. They're kind of grounded in a realistic... God, I hate this. Well, since I'm here, might as well. They're grounded in a more realistic enemy that you would fight, in a sense. Like, yeah, I know I'm saying that about, like, werewolves. But if you think about it, it's... While it's werewolves, it's also... Just think of them as, like, super strong villagers. Like, okay... They may have lost their ability to reason, they may have lost... their ability to really communicate or anything, but they know how to fight, and they know how to fight with basic tools. They're not like picking up firearms and reloading them and all that other nonsense. Don't even care if I don't get his items.
Okay, big guy.
Probably one of the best uses of a pipe bomb I've ever been lucky enough to have. And that's the other thing. Once you get to this area, when the big guy jumps down, if you could just throw a pipe bomb real quick. I've learned that over the course of several playthroughs, but that was probably one of the best ones I ever had, just because of how many of the Lycans I got with it. Normally some will jump out of the way, but if you can throw it quick enough, when they're all still kind of jumping into that area, you'll take out a bunch of them. This is a cool segment right here. Because you can peer through the bricks and just see all the craziness occurring outside. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got 10 explosive rounds. We're going to make use of them. Because it's time for a boss fight.
That's not good.
3. Jump down. Come on, stupid. I'm right here. 4. Oh, get helpers. 5. By the way, anyone else realize that this giant lichen kind of looks like if Karl Marx was a bodybuilder? I mean, he's got the hammer. He just needs the sickle. 8. 9. 10. Yeah.
Eat shit.
So I dealt with the problem of having all those grenade rounds in my inventory. You know, that's a problem. Nobody wants ammo for the grenade launcher. That's just, you know, a rookie mistake right there. Plus, using them gives me all these other resources that I can make use of later in the game. It's very easy to get turned around up there as well. Like, there's just so much, Oh, wow, I got a lot of, yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start using some of this stuff, because I don't have room for anything else, really. Alright, now this room, can be a real pain, because everything blends together, and you might miss, a treasure in here. So, I'm gonna show you. There's 7 things you could get. Watch I mess this up, just like I did with the arrow thing. So I'm going to shoot this one. 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 And shoot this one. And if I did this right, we're going to pick up 1. Still red. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the room is blue. I used to come in this room and be like, where am I missing? I'm looking all over, and it's really hard. You might think like, oh, there's like a little shiny thing up here. No, it's just like something that's brighter than the rest of its surroundings. It's very easy to get disoriented in that room as you're looking for treasure, but if you just use that tactic that I just used, you'll get every gemstone in there. Please just be money. Or, I guess a grenade round, that's okay too.
What? You're the real deal, Ethan. Well done.
Quit hiding, asshole. I'm not letting you get out of this.
Cool your jets. Just a little bit more, and you're all wrapped up. I'll lend you a hand. So in exchange...
In exchange what?
First of all, come to me. Put all the flasks in the altar, and I'm sure you'll figure the rest out. See you, Ethan.
damn it.
I'd like to point out that only 2 of the 4 lords fought to keep you from getting their flasks. Like, you didn't get Lady Dimitrescu's flask until after you beat her. Same with Donna Beneviento. Like, she actually... Like, Lady Dimitrescu had hers in some church that you couldn't get to until she crashed through the floor and sent you there. And Donna Beneviento had hers on a pedestal that didn't emerge until she died. Morose was right there, and you literally could have just, like, you know, sneaked off with it. Heisenberg basically just gives you his flask. It feels like Miranda did not hire the best people for the job of protecting the flasks. Especially Heisenberg. Heisenberg's just like, yeah, I'll pretend to go along with your nonsense, but... We already got the fish. So I can get the pipe bomb, but not the shotgun shells. Do I have anything that I really just don't need? Oh my god. You know what? What's my sniper rifle looking like? Well, I discarded 15 to reload to 13, so... I think I'm still at 13. I'm going to reload. And I'm going to discard these 4. And that puts me as I've discarded 1 extra sniper round as opposed to 2 extra. That's how I'm going to justify clearing out down here. Cadeau implantation notes. Mihai M. Became a Lycan. Bernadette B. Died. Alcina Dimitrescu basically became the boss monster that she was, but in doing so, she still needs to drink blood to maintain her powers. Honestly, I think that's... She might have mechanically, I guess, to explain her powers. And I'm not talking about her physical appearance, because I know people are going to want to misinterpret that. I think game mechanics-wise, the fact that she has to drink blood to maintain her abilities is one of the best design elements and backstories for her. I really like that she... Also, we forgot to get this little glimmery thing earlier. And we can also see that Chris and his team have kind of set up around here. Actually, let's take a look. Arrived at the site, no sign of Ethan Winters or Rose Winters. Infiltrated village, engaged with number of bioweapons, found evidence of Ethan Winters. Rose Winters location unknown. Established a base inside a church. Plan of operations, LB, TD, and K9 search laboratory. NH and UE, analyze mold samples. Alpha, infiltrate factory. That Alpha's Chris, obviously. Because he's going to take on the most dangerous role of going after Heisenberg. I absolutely, like I was saying, I love the whole design element of, like, Alcina Dimitrescu is a powerful vampire who's, like, almost impossible to kill. And for a minute there, I thought maybe they'll do something where...
It's my greatest pleasure to see you return alive.
They would make it where,
yes.
What the hell is it? Oh, she, she has to drink blood to maintain her powers, so if you can keep her from drinking blood for a while by doing stuff, then she'll become weakened, and then you could kill her. I mean, that's not really practical, though, because if you think about it, she has blood all over that castle, and even though she's, like, a very aristocratic-looking, enemy, if you were really, like, destroying, like, her... Because if you were destroying her blood supply, like, you know how she has that, Virginis Sanguinis wine? If you were destroying... Why am I selling my handgun ammo? Oh, my God! Wow, I wasn't paying attention. If you were to destroy her blood supply, like the bloodline, the blood wine that she makes, I'm sure she would just come in and go to that basement where there's just like a giant pool of blood at the bottom and be like, alright, I think I'm going to just drink some of this stuff now. So, Ethan, go sit and spin.
Ooh, where did you get your hands on such a thing?
Can I upgrade the sniper rifle, please? I'm gonna upgrade my weapons. I'd like to do that.
Do let me know if you find anything else of value.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's one little house we haven't been into yet. We'll go there. I keep kind of avoiding this house just because I'm bored with it. I don't like this house. It's the only house in the village I'm not a fan of. There's just so much stuff around here. Like, I kind of like this thing. O great Lycans, the fabled monster where wolves of old, may they come to eat our flesh, may they come to tear us apart. That's an interesting thing they got going on here, but I mean, it feels a little, to an extent. Alright, I cleared out this house. This house is just such a pain. Because until you have a lockpick to go in there, it's really hard to figure out what you missed. Because without the lockpick to open the drawer, the house is always going to appear red. And as long as it appears red, you might be thinking, like, well, is there something that I just overlooked? So you'll frantically search the house. You won't find what you missed.
Welcome.
Let's see.
Food is life.
I'm going to sell the mine.
Little and often fills the purse. A good deal, if I say so myself.
Alright, that's what I needed to do. I like playing Tetris with my inventory. If you haven't been able to tell. Alright. You know what? We'll go a little longer. We'll get to the factory. We'll get in the factory. We'll get to the Duke in the factory. That's what we'll do. Now, I don't know how Ethan is carrying this giant chalice. I can only imagine he's, you know, gotten some rope and tied it to the thing and he's carrying it on his back. But if that's the case, like, he's still holding his gun as he's running.
What's going on?
I can't believe I almost sold my handgun ammo. I wasn't even thinking. That would have been terrible.
about the kid, even. It'll be fine. Ha!
Well, we
Just
found the
get your ass
factory.
across the bridge.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to go into the factory right now. I'm going to be too tempted to keep playing if I do. So that'll be this episode of Let's Play Resident Evil 8. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. If you're back at work, hopefully work is not too stressful. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. It might actually be later again today. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to sign off and scrounge up some lunch. See you later, everyone, and hopefully next time you will be joining me once again as we go into Heisenberg's factory. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.